Hey there. So you've probably seen this new trend or challenge on YouTube, the Say the Word on Beat videos. They make quite a bunch of views and grow channels. There's a lot of different versions, as you can see, and people are trying to make their own. And in this video, I will show you how you can make your own Say it on the word, and I will show you right now how to do it. You can do it in Canva, in CapCut. It's all the same, it works the same. So first off, we're gonna go search for YouTube video, and then we select the first one to get a plain overview here. After that, we're gonna click elements, and then we're gonna change the background, and we're gonna look for something paper-ish. I will go with probably this one here, and then when you're done, you can actually go to text, and then you add a headline, and then you say the word on beat. That's all it is. Adjust the size the way you want, place it in the middle. You can play around with it if you wanted to. I will try to keep it simple here. And then we go back to the elements tabs, and I like to add my channel logo, so we just drag that in here, and then this is gonna be our home screen or starting screen. Adjust the size, put it the way you want it, and then that's good to go. After that, you will adjust the length of the part. You make it quite short. I will probably say we start with this. We might have to adjust that later anyways. And then we gonna add another layer. So this is our background layer. As I said, keep that clean. And then we start over. We put another headline or text where it says level 1, and I will also put in easy. And then we go to adjust, and I will add a little effect on the text as well. Let's decide. Yep, that's probably what I want. Then you adjust the size again. Make sure everything is centered nicely. I also added effect to make it pop a little more. I will go with some fades on the corners. You can play around with that if you want to, and then you drag it to the right spot again. I would say probably around here. That should be fine for now. So after that, make sure everything is lined up correctly. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the end if you did not pay attention in the beginning. All right, so let's see. We gonna be going and searching for this star effect that you might see in the original video as well. We're gonna find our own. I will go and search for something like neon star background or loop or something like that, and then we will get a bunch of different ideas or choices, options, whatever, and you can choose which one you like. You don't have to go for stars, to be honest. That's just what I will be doing, because I will try to stick to original as much as I can. So let's put in a space bar here, and then let's go with this one. And if you found what you wanted, put it in here. Make sure it's an extra layer and not the background. And then you have to adjust the length again. Make sure it's short, it's not gonna be long. I can tell you as much. And then if that's placed, then we got kinda-ish our intro. And then we are good to go for the actual video. So we add another layer again and place this in the bottom so we don't get confused where everything belongs. And now the whole font is gonna begin. So first off, let's see, we will be adding our wallpaper or background again. Make sure everything is always in line, otherwise it will look funny and people might not stick to it, because cleanliness is really important in these kind of videos. I've seen a lot of people just ripping from other people, and it looks not good at all. So now we head over to YouTube. I did. Then we're gonna search for one just for reference. We're gonna be screenshotting this part here. Then we're gonna hop back into our Canva in this case and have this as a reference picture. So as you can see, there's like the squares. Okay, let's pause this. This is playing music. And you also need the parts around, yeah, like the decorations and stuff. So let's start. You can put basically whatever you want in the corners. You can add logos. You can add the same pictures in a different style. Just make it a little bit of your own style. Make it a little unique, but don't make it up too much because you still want it to be noticeable as this challenge game. So we're gonna add a light bulb. I would say I will go with this one here. Place that in the corner. We will take care of the fonting and size and stuff after. We go for some lightning. Let's probably try this. Yeah, we'll go with this one. We can adjust the color really quick. I will stick to yellow. I think that looks neat. It's not distracting. Make sure it's not distracting. The sides should not be distracting for the main video. And then after that, you will add another exclamation mark or something for the bottom. And like I said, you can choose which one you like. You can follow step by step. You can skip a little if that's pretty straightforward. But I will try to explain step by step. I will do some time loops in the end though. Then you adjust the size, then turn it a little, and then we need something in top corner. And in this case, I will grab my logo and put that in the top corner there. So let's adjust the size as well, turn it a little, and then boom, that's done. So when you've done that, we will need the title for this part, which is round 1. Place that above, adjust the size a little. You can move that around later on if you wanted to anyway. I will try to make it clean for you. So when we've done that, remove the picture, and then we have to add some effects. I will go with wobbly. Then I will make it less wobbly because I don't like it when it's too fast. It's distracting. And you will add this effect to every single one of these little pictures or images, whatever you want to call them. So let's do that really quick on our part here, and then also on this bottom one, also add the animation. After we've done so, we can actually continue with the next part. Now for the next part, we're gonna hop over. I downloaded the original video. If you don't know how to do that, you have to probably Google that, and we upload it to Canva, and we're gonna be grabbing our audio file from there. And as you can see now, here it is. Place it. It doesn't really matter if it fits. I will just put it here, and then you're gonna detach the track here. So you go and say remove audio track or separate, whatever. You can also find pages where you can just download the audio instead, so you can skip this part and then you can delete the original video again. So for now, here, as you can see, we got our on beat. We're gonna be placing that. Now a little bit of the tricky part is gonna be happening. I'm gonna drag it all the way to the beginning, and then we actually have to adjust the whole parts we have to match the music. That's still a little bit of a harder part here, but it should not be as complicated. Just make sure you find the beats and align your images just fine. And that's why I said I want it to be kind of short, because otherwise it's kind of distracting. So we're gonna listen into it. I muted the sound, and then you will find where everything has to be, and then you can adjust it. In this case, I did have my first images way too long on the screen, so I have to adjust that, make sure everything is put in place, and then when you're done and you're happy with the looks, you can actually go to the next part. Just take your time, figure it out, and then it should not be as hard. So when you've done that, I skipped the whole finding part. Then we're gonna be adding our squares. So these go on the next page, obviously, and we added one of these. They are placeholders. You can later drag images in there. We're gonna be adding a frame. We choose the line, make it a little thicker. We go around 5-ish, I would say. Well, maybe a bit bigger. So we're gonna go with 10. Then we adjust the size. We can take care of that later anyway, but still. And then we be duplicating this. Let me see here. Did not take the 10. Let's try again. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna be duplicating our frames. I will show you in a sec how we do that. But first I want to show you how these work. The nice part is you can just drag in your images, which is also really nice and it saves us time. And then you're just gonna be copy pasting these and add them side by side, 4 in a row. Canva is really helpful because it tells us the spacing in between the images so we can make it nice and neat. And then we will be placing all of our squares. We might have to adjust a little. I'm gonna be doing that after I place all of them because I'm kind of rushing through here. Let's make this nice. And then the last one. And then you have your main layout for round 1. Round 1 is a little different than the other rounds. We will have to add some animations. First, we have to make sure though that everything is aligned on the beat. So far, it seems fine. Let's put these side by side. Okay, and actually starting is around here. So we're gonna be dragging that there. And the good part is as soon as you found the first one, we can just simply adjust the rest. As you can see here, I'm skipping a little, but you will see here how I'm doing it, and make sure every image shows up around 3 seconds after another. Then we're gonna add another effect. I'm gonna go with the sliding here upwards, and then we'll be adding this to every single frame or image here to make sure everything looks nice and it shows up on time. As I said, 0.3 seconds in between these images to match the beat. So you don't have to find it all over again. I just tell you so you can save time. Then we will be searching for another shape or square. You can choose whatever. I'm liking the shapes. Go for a plain, pretty easy shape here. Let's see if we can find a square. Where is it? Should not be too hard to find it, but okay, there it is. And this will be our framing when the certain word has to be said. So we will be going into the options here, and then we'll be making that transparent. First, we make a bigger frame because that's gonna be the one that's be sticking around. And we change the color. Oops, nope, this goes for the frame. I misplaced that there. Let's go again. Okay, so frame color is changed, and we make the inside of the square transparent. So there it is. And now we can place it nice and slowly above our first frame, and this will just make it look like it's lit up. And then we'll probably make it a little thicker. That's totally up to you and your style. You can play around with it if you want to, but it should look like something like this. So as you can see already, we need to duplicate this again because we will be needing this for every single image. So we make 7 copies really quick here, and then we will adjust them, place them above, drag them over. We can later on make it a little neater. Just make sure that you kind of have an order figured out. That's why I had to replace them, because the first layer that I was grabbing here was the frame for the last image. Okay, we copied one too much, so we can delete that one. And here we are. Now we have a bunch of green frames around our image, and obviously we only want the green frame to be there on the beat. So we have to listen again, start, and then for the part where it's starting, we have to figure out where each belongs. So let's mark them all, move them forward, and then find the right place. And then we adjust them. I already make them a little short so it's easier to work with them. And for these, again, we need around 0.3 time between them to show up. And that's kind of also how long they should be. I kind of lied there. It's 1.3 for the length of one of these. And then the next one is 1.3. Okay, 4. Then when you add the first layer, we did already. We figured that out. We will be heading to the next level. Important here, we can copy it. As you can see in the bottom, I already did another layer. And now I'm trying to find out where the first round ends. So I have to re-listen to it. And then I can actually copy all of them. That makes it much easier. Just remove the effects. You don't want them there because it's the second round, so we don't have to slide them in newly. And also you can see here on the left in the bottom, there is the frames lined up next to each other. Okay, now we're in round 2. We already have our image set up on time, which is good. Then you can remove the image from the frame, which is really nicely, because then you can just go in there and place another image above. So you're just going to be removing, and remove the last one. And after that, you can just place something else in there. Let's go for, I don't know, maybe cats. And then just choose whatever image you like. Here you go. And then we can just simply drag and drop again, which saves us time. The first time it's going to be annoying, but when you're done, you can easily do that. Okay, so here's our new idea. And now we can copy over the green frames again. Just make sure you align them in the right timing. But if you've done so, you can easily copy all of them and place them in there. And here is the final result. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to mute the sound so I can actually still talk, but let's go over and see our finished video. You will see that it works quite nicely. If you have any questions, feel free, comment. If this video helped you, like. And what you have to do, just repeat the steps I showed you for each round, and then you will get there in no time. Yeah, and that's gonna be it, you guys. So take care until the next time. I will see you around, and take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.